everybody, welcome back to another episode of Not Afraid to Garden. So in this day today, I'm going to show you what I've been doing with my medjool dates. So I decided that I want to see palm trees in my garden, and I'm going to make it possible. I'm in zone 7, but I know that up in New York City, in New York State, I guess, I follow a YouTuber, and it's called New York Tropical Garden, and I'll show you his YouTube channel because I've been following him, and he has so many palm trees in his garden around his pool. Beautiful. He's right off the Hudson River. So if you guys want to check it out, and in case you guys want to start to think about putting palm trees outside and how to winterize them and everything during the winter. So I've been following him, and he's given me an idea to just go ahead and do it. So I started that process, and I'm going to show you right actually after this a clip of some of the dates and what I've done with them, how I planted them, and how the process has been moving along. So I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to actually take those seeds today, and we're going to plant them in flower pots, because again, I am thinking of maybe this summer planting them outside, and if anything, even in the flower pots, I'll leave them outside, and then I can bring them in because they're going to be fairly young, and then I can put them outside maybe next year, plant them on the ground. And if you haven't noticed, I have a windmill palm, Trachycarpus fortunae is what it's called, and also I'm also going to plant this outside. I also have a ponytail palm growing in a flower pot here, and I'm also going to plant that one outside. I have 3, and I got this through Amazon, both of them through Amazon. And then I have another palm tree that I have not labeled yet. I'm not sure what it is, and that's just a clipping from a palm tree from my job, and I'm thinking of planting it outside also. Yes, I'm into tropical, palm trees also. All right, so I'm going to show you what I've done, then I'll bring you right back again, and then we can get started from there. All right, so I put the seeds in the napkin there. Now they've been sitting here in this water for 3 days, and these are the dates that I purchased, and these are the medjool dates. You guys can see there, and this is what they actually recommend. That is probably the easiest to be able to grow these seeds. So I'm going to put them in this plastic container, and I am going to seal them in here. So I ended up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So after 3 days in water, I'm gonna wrap them in here. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. I wanna make sure that this is wet but not dripping wet. And then I'm gonna seal it, and I'm gonna place it away for 3 weeks, actually 30 days. So they're now in the napkin in here. It's just pretty moist. Put in a little bit more. And we'll put them away, and in a month we'll come back and we'll take a look what they look like. I'm looking for the cover. Alright, so here's my cover. So I'm just going to seal them, and then we'll come back in 1 month. Oh my goodness, look at that. All right, so did you guys see again what those seeds, how I propagated them and how I started to grow the roots on those seeds? So now we're going to get, I'm going to plant them, and this is where I've been keeping them. So it is an open area here. I do have a heated mat right back here. I'll show you what that looks like. Now I've had them covered with this towel on top, and I've got other things growing. I've got the wisteria trees growing there, wisteria seeds, and these are the mid-jewel dates, the seeds. So let's take a look and see what's happening right now. Let's bring them over because I haven't looked at them in probably over, I don't know, maybe a week and a half. But I see one of them and actually looks pretty promising. So let's take a look here. I got the palm tree potting soil, and I got this from Amazon. It's got sand, it's got this nice loose soil, it's got a little bit of perlite. And then I also have a little bit of the soil here myself with a little bit of peat moss and sand, because I'm gonna need more. So I just put together something here for myself. But let's take a look and see what these look like. And these are the actual container where I bought the dates. And with all my research that I've done, they say that these seem to be the best to be able to propagate and even plant outside. And these palm trees are gorgeous. I'll show you on the screen here what they actually look like. I can't wait to see mine actually look like, but it's gonna take a couple of years, but it's okay, I've got time. I just really want to see them planted outside. If I don't live somewhere, I don't live in a tropical place, but I want to be able to go outside and feel like it's tropical. So, all right. So out of this container here, there were 4. So it looks like 1 sprouted here with the roots, and then the other 3 did not give. No. And then I had another seed for something else there, but it didn't give. But I have 1, and I'll put it on the side, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant them in these flower pots here. All right, so that's that. Let's take a look at what these look like. All right. So this is what they look like. So I got 1. This is a really good one. I even see a little bit of green up here. 2, 3, 4. Gotta be careful, and it looks like a little bit of moss of mildew actually was growing in there, so I gotta clean out really good. Here's another one. That's okay. I've got a few in here also. And let's take a look at what these look like. Now these, I planted these on February 17th. And then this one on February 19th. And these I planted on January 24th. So you guys can figure out again how long it has taken. Oh wow, look at this. Coming a bit closer, but look at the root system in these. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow, look, it actually wants to head out of the paper towel there. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to get, the leaves are going to start growing up through here. You can see a little bit of green. Wow. And then look at this one. This one actually, even the roots started growing out of the roots, and it went, look at that. Green there. All 4. It's going through the paper. I guess it's perfect timing to be able to take them out now so they don't get tangled up on there. And again, I'm going to plant this down like this, and then this is going to grow up, and this is where I'm going to get my leaves. So there's that one. Then there's this one. Nice. And so I'm going to start off with my mixture that I have here. Now make sure that your mixture definitely has sand. It's very important. Make sure that you're allowing these seeds to dry out completely. The soil has to be completely dry before you start to water them again. That way you don't end up with fruit rot. And I'm thinking, I don't know how many pots I'm going to get out of this. But let me see how many that I can actually just plant in here. Figured I'll have my mixture on the bottom, and then I will add the palm mixture on the top there. Looks like I may have enough just for like 3 flower pots here, but let's add a little bit to each one. Yeah. Maybe I can put 2 in each. Let's try putting 2 in each. All right, so you want to come in a little closer. Let's plant this one here. You want to plant it where this is facing down like this, and that stem is all the way up. Be very careful when you place it in there. You don't want to break those roots there. You want it enough that you're going to cover that seed. There's that. I covered that one. I'm going to put another one next to it because, again, I can separate these later. I just want them to start growing. I need those leaves to start coming in, and then later on I can think about separating them. And these will eventually be planted on the ground, in the ground. Put a little bit of this now on top. All right, and there you have, I have 2 planted in there. Then I'm going to water that. And then I'm going to continue that same process. Keep an eye on those seeds. I kept checking on them about maybe every 2 weeks. And then that mat, that heat mat, it's what sped up the process to be able to get them to be able to get those roots. So think about getting also a heat mat where that's going to help you. So, and now I'm just going to place them somewhere. Nice sunny area. Actually, I'm going to place them exactly where they were. So let's take them to their new home here. And actually, I'm going to place them on the windowsill here for now. But as you can see, look at all the light that's coming in here. And this light, again, is what's going to help them to continue to grow. And then I will keep you posted and let you know what's going on. But maybe on my next video, I'll be thinking about maybe 2 or 3 videos, I guess, from now. I need to make sure it's really hot out there, really nice, to start to plant these other palm trees outside next to my house. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, if you're thinking about palm trees or any tropical plants, this is the right channel. Make sure you subscribe and don't forget to like. I hope you guys have a great weekend.